Welcome back, guys, to episode 22 of our Factorio Industrial Revolution Let's Play. So, in between episodes, I haven't really done anything. I killed one base down here, but I think that is about all I have done. Might have added a small amount of production right here, but my main focus has been thinking about how I wanted to do our supply run from around the map. And what I normally do is have robots do it for me and have a modular setup. And to be honest, I'll go with a modular setup again. So I'll show you what I have planned. I only have the basic scaffolding up and running, and all with LTN and stuff like that. I'll build together with you guys and see if I can remember how to do it. But without much further ado, let's show you the 2 or 3 main blueprints I normally use. We have our straight rails, pretty much modular, can go any way we want and they'll always be able to fit together. Then we have what we need for our intersections. I normally go with a Celtic nut. I've made this one myself, but I think other people have done it as well, and it works fine in terms of throughput up to a certain degree. So if any of you know a better design with better throughput, please type it in the comments and send me a link, because I've been very interested in seeing that. And for the last blueprints is pretty much just roboports to marking out areas where I want to have my depots and whatnot. And that is something we'll use before we start to design our own for this Let's Play. So right now, what I want to do is place down the first tracks to, like, say this is where we want our main track to go and be the center of our entire network. I could plan it around my main bus, but yeah, let's try not to do that and just place it where we think it would be cool in terms of the resources we need to get. And what we need to get this episode, for one, is our copper ore, since that is down to 10k. Won't last that long, but luckily we have some right here. And more importantly, is pretty much our coal. Because we run out of this, our entire factory shuts down, and it's about to say game over, but it's not. But it will make things a lot worse for us. So let's go grab some coal first. We have 2 areas available for us for coal. We have this small amount down here, or small. We have 1 million, or we have the 6.2 up here, and I don't know which one to go for first, to be honest. We could just go for this one, since that is below the bus and it won't annoy us up here if you want to expand this way, or what we want to do. So let's just go for the 1 million down here, since as soon as the infrastructure is up and running, expanding our train network will be extremely easy. And yeah, then it doesn't matter at all where on the map the resources are, because we can just put down our modular network and go there without any issues. So to start it all off, let's just place a straight rail. Let's see if this will interfere with anything. We'll just do it right next to this copper patch. Hopefully we don't go across a bit of oil. And the reason why I'm doing it here as well is that if we go up here, we can pretty easily go up this way. We're just needing a small amount of landfill, and that opens up the entire northern part of the map for us. So what if we just start right here, just to get it going somewhere. So this is the beginning, and in the beginning we won't have our roboports, we won't have our large steel pylons. We'll get those in not that long. We're quite close to having the research. And yeah, let's just get a robot to build this for us and see how it looks. I have one train on me, so to be honest, we can use that to get started, and then we'll just go down here and see. Let's just give our robots a small amount of time to build. So in theory, we need to drag this one down this way, all the way to here, then do a Celtic knot, dragging it this way over to this coal patch. And I want to go below it, so we have to be a bit below here. Might have to clear out this biter base right here, and might have to do something about these two as well. But let's just get some of this built first. And this is why I love this setup. No matter what we do, even if we want to go left or right, we can always use the roboports and the poles to line them up. Might be a bit overkill with 4 pylons in around each roboport, but for simplicity's sake, I normally do that. So let's continue down. Let's see here. Go to robots. Let's just continue. And to be honest, we could just mark it out before our robots start to build. Or we can do both at the same time. So we'll go down one more. And then, our robots, no, let's wait with the robots and just, I just turned it off right here. Toggle roboports. So they'll just place the rest here and then they'll go to rest. And then I'll place the rest so I can show you what I have planned. We might take a vehicle for that. We can make a car. Might be a bit better than our old mono vehicle since it can shoot. And let's just use that one. So we want to go down quite a few times. Down to here. Do we want to go down one more? Yeah, we want to go almost down to here. Pretty much down to the water. And hopefully the biters won't annoy us. And since I'm doing this, and since it'll take quite a while to build, I might just lay down the tracks in between episodes, so I'll only show you the cool parts, and that is how to set this up. So this was too far down. Let's remove this and change it out with one of these. As you can see, they fit perfectly. So if you place one of these down, that'll just be a nice intersection. We go anywhere, turn it around and continue. And that is the strength about this setup I normally use, is that it's so easy to use, so easy to expand. And yeah, if we wanted to, we could just go down now one again, since now we have room. Go below this biter base. I'll just show you how that would look. Go through this forest. And continue along. So let's try to go around the biter base just to show you what I'm meaning. So, oh, turn. And then we'll just continue this way, going below it. Continuing over this way. And normally when I do this, we can also place what's called radars inside these. Normally I just get the robots to place radars where it's needed, since they are quite large already. So let's just clear out these biters. Hopefully I can do it without getting hit too much. Oh, no. Kill it. Oh, it slows me down a lot when you shoot. Normally you can run quite fast, but it seems that in this mod pack you are slowed down to almost no movement at all. Let's see if I can get through these trees. And then we'll just clear all of this out in between episodes. So continuing along, this is extremely easy to expand. Going over here, let's take out a vehicle. Might be a bit faster than the slowness. There we go. Now we got some speed. Of course, then we will also hit more things. Oh, that's horrible driving. Let's continue along here. And now we're quite close to our what's called copper patch. Not copper patch, coal patch. And what I want to do in this playthrough is figure out how we can do this quite easily with having what's it called, all the loading done next to the track. If you place one of these down, and let's see how should we do our setup. If you mark it out right now just with these, and say if you want 4 of these to be like a loading station, we could just go up on the inside here, turn around and go back down. And one thing you could do, let's just do this by hand now, the rest, and set up our loading area. Because let's see if we can just connect it up. Let's do a straight rail right here to there. And then we'll just do our loading right here. So see it here, there's a bit more light on the map view. We want to have train tracks going up here, making a loading station, going back down on this main track, making a loop, and going back this way back to the main base. So as always, I don't think I said it yet, I'm always using a right-hand drive system. So trains will always go or drive on the right-hand side, so going up here and down on the right-hand side over here, or left-hand side. So that will make it very easy to manage. So let's just try and place down some tracks and see if we can get one where we can make it modular. Can we do this up this way? Let's see how far do we want it. Might have to take, we could actually just use 2 roboports of size for our loading. I think that might be good. Let's remove these 2, just so I can show you what I mean. And take our train tracks. Let's just start right here. And what if we go right here? Will that give us enough room to get what we need? What we need in, if I show you here, we'll need definitely not enough room. And this is the thing you have to remember. The first time you build it, it always takes a bit longer, since you want to make sure you have enough room. So let's see here, if we do one more straight, so all unloading or loading will be double. These might be a bit overkill, but then we can also do double loading if needed. So let's see, let's connect it up around the same place. There we go. That will be loading for whatever we want from here. So let's see what we want to do then. I don't have that many chests on me. We can just, I'll just do ghost placing. So if we want to do right here, let's see if we can just place down a logistics train stop. We'll do one-headed with 2 carts, and I think that will be good. We could do it right here. So what if we do it here? Then we'll have enough room for one more up here. That will be double-headed. Will we be able to do tracks from right here then? Let's see, where's it at? So we'll need 1, 2, 3. So right, that's wrong, right there. We'll have to cut it off. That makes room for 1 train. And right here, if we cut it off right there, that makes sure we have room for 2 trains. And then we'll just need to hook these up to going down to the main line, so we can do double output if needed. So what if we do it from right here and connect you down? Can we do it as easily as this? We can. And from over here, so right here we'll need to do it to go that way. How does this look? Not good, I think. That looks somewhat decent. Then things can go along quite easily. Should we go with that design? Do comment if you think that is bad, because still mean that we can have trains coming in here, up here and loading. We can have trains coming up here, loading. We can actually have trains going through and loading over here. So we can have double loading for each resource. That might actually be quite good. And they're both here. Ah, yeah. I think this will be a nice setup. What we then need, if we look at this, we'll need to have some buffers. So we have chests here, the same right here, and the same right here. We'll then need these in both sides. In theory, I would like to get fast inserters, or even better, get what's called stack inserters, because this will take a while to load. But for now, I think this will be, I have to do it the other way, of course, like that, because, oh no, I was correct, into the train, like this. What we then will need is actually medium power poles. I'll need steel for that, and same with steel pylons, will make it a lot easier. So yeah, I'll just show you what it looks like. Steel is still made with, where's it at? Steel. Oh, why can't I see it? Am I completely blind? It should be right here. Steel ingot. Yeah, with carbon and iron. So that should be quite easy to make. But then we'll have, let's see here, medium power poles. Let's add it down here so we can go place it. We'll have them here, here, here. And that actually hit the other side, so that is fine. And then we'll do one right here to connect them up. Then let's just copy this little setup. Well, to be honest, we don't need to copy it yet, but do the same up here. What we also need then, since this is a logistic train network, is a combinator, a constant combinator. Right next to it, we'll hook it up with some wire to the lamp. And then we'll have to give it some signals to make sure that it connects up perfectly. So what I want this to do is, we got some new systems right here. For one, I want to only output that it can, what's called, supply from here, when we can fill 2 train carts. And I think if the stacks are the same, I think that's 8,000. I think a train slot has, look, it had 80 slots, and the stack to, I think copper stack, is copper stack to 100 as well. So if it stacks to 100, we'll have 8,000 in each. So that means we'll have 16,000 before it should request. Might be wrong with that, but let's go with 16,000 for now. So that will mean that our provider threshold will be set to 16,000. And I think it's this way you turn it, because on the requester side you do a negative. So now we'll always request 16,000, and because I want to use one train, 2 carts, I would limit maximum train length of maximum 2. So trains with only 2 will go in here. I think it'll work like this. And then we'll name this one, nothing yet, but it could be called, where's that at? Oh well, I'll call this, normally I call them coal dash out, and then the other ones I'll call coal dash in, because then, coal out 1, since it's quite important that you have the marked, so so logistic train network can figure out which one to go to, and that's why we can't call them the same thing. So right now this should be hooked up correctly, and a train will be able to go here as soon as we have a signal that says what's it called, more than 16,000. And to do that, we'll have to connect these up with green wire as well. So this should work. We have tracks connecting them up all the way back to up here. So let's just go back, oh, not go back, but let's make a little loop up here. Maybe make a loop blueprint. I think that might be cool. Then from right here, I would like to make a loop. See if I remember how to do one of these. Definitely not like that. I think it's something that you go... Get a robot to pick them up, please. What you pretty much do is get a small loop here. Let's like that. Yeah. Oh, that's a bit crooked loop. I'll have to make a better one in between episodes if I can't get this one up and running. How about right here? Can we do it like this then? No. Oh well, I'll figure that out in between episodes how we get this one to fit perfectly so it doesn't look too crooked. Let's do this. It's easy enough to test. And why can't I get this to work? I think this is the same I did before. Oh well, I think this should work as well as a loop. So now we have a loop here. Let's just give it what's called 2 in and out. So it's one loop. And do one up here so more trains can go along. So let's go back to our loading area. Let's see, let's go down and get a train, oh not a train, but get a car. And then go back to the other side of this and make an input or drop off for all our coal. Just gonna go up to the main bus, grab what we need, and then continue along. Let's see here. Do we need anything from here? I think we need some... I actually want to make some steel. And I won't do it between episodes because you guys should see how I make it. But with ingots and carbon. And carbon we are producing here, but we'll just do the same on the other side. And that's why we also need coal to get that. So we'll just drag the power from somewhere else for now. So let's drive to the input place of all of this. And that will be over drop-off site. And that'll be over here. So we have our trains coming up. That's such a long drive. All the way out here. And then we'll have to make a train drop-off. What you normally do is make some stackers to make sure the trains don't get stuck on the tracks or somewhere else. So let's see, how should we do this? We could do the same that we're doing on our output ones and limit how many trains can be requested at a time. But for now I think we want it right here. Let's see, what if we do drop-offs right here, going into our smelting columns. Normally I use robots for drop-off, but in this Let's Play, let's go with a belt unloading and see if we can't fit it in somewhere. So what we could do is take from right here, do a split off, dropping it off right here. Can fit in 2, we can't fit in 2. But if we do a split, making it go in here, or pretty much making this the setup. How should we do this, guys? Right now we can just go with one train. I think that will support our build. So what if we just do this? We'll tear this up right here. We'll then change it out with one going in. So it's right here. We just let them build. And then I'll do the rest by hand. So if we'll do some drop-offs right here, we'll have enough room for 3. We should do out here a straight track down. Let's just do it from right here to show you where I want it. We'll have to make it go back to here. We could do, what should we do? And this will be a coal drop-off for all coal. So we'll have more than one drop-off site. Should we do it like that? But it's regular drop-off this oil. Annoys me a bit, but I think that's how we'll just do it for now. Or we can make a stacker here and just have one drop-off spot. We could do something like that. And do double down here like we did double with the inputs. We can do double drop-off. Can we just copy the setup from over here? And just turn it around and put it here. Would that work? Would that make good sense? Let's see here. Let's just test this for now. We want to go out down here and back on the main bus somewhere. And to be honest, we could just not do this and just do a normal in from up here. I think I'm going to do that to stop you. Remove all of this again. That is definitely not how I want it. Straight rails. You can just collect what you want. So what if we just, instead of here to going right here, having a straight line going in right here instead? We can't do that. We can do it right here. Going out this way, connecting up. We'll have to do right hand, so it has to be up this way. I think that'll be fine to do that. This should be able to connect up correctly. Making it go down this way, across the top. Adding into that one. Meaning that this will be where we can do the first drop off. And that means our next one can be, if we just do it right here below. Let's do the same setup as here. We'll want double output, so we'll want first one going out to right. Let's see. Could do it right here. 5, 6. We'll do chess. You'll have to stop. We'll do the chess. We'll do one more of these. Then we'll have the train tracks running right here. So that should be able to be what we need. Then it can run down on a belt next to it. Or over this way. Could probably do it running down this way. Let's see if we do an output like 2, 4, 6. So that'll be 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Here, split off here, and then go down. That is just enough room for what we need. And that means we can actually copy this one, turn it around and put it right there. So at belts we need this much room to unload. And that means we'll have this one running one of the ways, probably down this way. And then we'll just have to move this a bit. Let's see, how does this connect up to the track right there. Would like one logistic network train. Let's see, we could actually do it. Can we do it within one cell? I really want to do that. So what if we do it right here? Would we be able to just take it down this way then? Right here down. Oh, that's not enough room. So we'll use 2 just to make sure we have some buffer space behind them for stacking. So let's try this. You'll go all the way down here. Go that way. That's not going to work. And then go down this way. To right here should work. And then you'll connect in down this way again. Let's see, you'll connect down here. Can we go one further ahead? We can. Down that way. So that means they'll come from the top, go in, and continue out this way down here. And then we'll use 2 of these for unloading. We will do the logistics, what's called train. Stop. Come on. Down here. Down this way. To here and onto that one. And then I would do a logistics train stop as far ahead here as we can. So it seems to be right here. This one will just be something that will go around. Just like that. Of course, we'll limit this so the trains can easily go back and forth. Do the same on the other side. And then have 2 or 3 stack buffers in here with room for trains. And then we can do 1 of each of these for each drop off of items. So we have more than enough input. Let's move this one down where it will fit. Don't worry about that, but it should fit right here. Let's move that one and copy 1 to here. We'll just have to make it again. Seems we can't get it correctly to fit. So here and there. So that'll pretty much be our setup for unloading the train. And yeah. Let's just show you how you set up this, the same, connected up with a green, I think to right here. Say on this one, we would like to request, let's say I want to have coal right here. Do negative 8,000, or however much you want in, let's say 16. Look at that, no train found depot. Because now we're requesting 16,000 from the network. And we can do one that says we'll only request, or we can request more than, or do it like this. We'll only request if we can request more than 16,000, because that's 1 train. But we would like to have 50 minus 50. That's right, minus 50. Requesting at all times. I can't remember if this needs to be negative or positive, but we can test that next episode. So this will mean that we're sending a negative 50,000, that is 50,000 coal. Looking into a network, it can't see anything because these are not connected up at the moment, and we don't have any coal in the network. So now we'll just try and request. So as soon as we hook this up, get some trains in, then we should be up and running. So yeah, I will end the episode here. So hopefully you like this, and hope you like and subscribe and hit that bell button. And next episode we'll do part 2 of this, where we will hook up our trains and see if we can't get this to run. And in between episodes I'll just build the rails, since that is quite a monumental task with the clockwork robots. So I'll spare you of that agony. But as always, I've been Dgray, and I'll see you next episode. Bye guys.